On the way to preparing my rank 3 Emma Frost showcase, which hopefully I'll have out in not too much longer from now, I obviously wanted to take Glykhan, as I do think she is one of the best options for him. And a funny thing I noticed was that I did check the Speedrun website for MCoC, and I noticed that my solo actually would make top 5 fastest, so I felt that was really cool, and I decided I wanted to upload this video by itself. And Emma is just really good for Glykhan because your diamond form just makes you so tanky in case you take any chip damage, and you have personal prowess of your own, just making your special attacks hit harder even with the amount of additional prowess Glykhan is giving you. And we also have a synergy with Kitty Pryde in this fight that allows me to have a little bit extra combat power rate when I'm in telepath form, which is definitely very helpful. And if I ran power backs in this fight, I would be much higher on the leaderboard, but I didn't. Maybe I'll actually try it again with power backs just to go for a faster speed. It would be kind of fun, but either way, Emma's just really good for this fight, and the only annoying thing about this fight is that he locks my crit damage rate to its base value, meaning that my critical damage is never going higher than what it starts as. So normally Emma would have much higher critical hit damage because each prowess increases her critical hit damage when she's in her telepath form at least. But we don't have access to that here because of him capping it, which is unfortunate, but it's not too big a deal. We're still going to kill really fast, and granted my Emma is rank 3, which is definitely worth mentioning. However, she's still really good for the fight, absolutely. You saw how much damage that did, and if you ran power backs in the fight, which I do suggest to anyone who's questing this, because it does make the fight much easier when you're doing this fight with a mutant to run mutant power back boosters. Almost no matter what mutant you're using, it's pretty much always really helpful. Mutant power backs are definitely not just for war, they are really good for questing stuff too. So anyway, Glykhan's almost down his first phase, and we're getting close to the point where we can just kill him with one special attack. And he did get his evade charge there, but I used my special attack to get rid of it. Basically, he got that because I accidentally forgot that I cannot use a relic there because he already had his relic charges or relic punishments maxed out. So that was a bit of a waste, unfortunate, but it's not too big a deal. We start entering the second phase right here, and this is largely exactly like the first one, except he's going to start gaining power, and we don't know which special attack he's throwing until he reaches 2 bars. So it just means that we don't get to our special attacks as quickly. I am ramping up my punishments early, just like that, and then I'm going to go back in, counter his heavy attack so we get a little bit more damage, and I'm going to use the relic, or I thought I was going to use the relic, but I guess not. Anyway, why am I not using, what am I doing? I'm baiting a heavy attack, I guess? I don't know what I'm doing here. Whatever, it's not too big a deal. He got one of his intercept punishments, which is very annoying because that can fail my parries or my striker openings. But luckily it's not too big a deal. We just need to be aware of that if we try to trigger either of those, and then we can eventually later in the fight remove it. So after dexing his special attacks, we remove one punishment, and if we get lucky enough, that might be the one. So anyway, he throws his SP1 and we dex it, and then we do get rid of the intercept punishment, so now I know my parries and striker openings will always be fine. And there we go, we dex the special 2, and we go back in, throw a relic. That's going to spirit drain us, but it's not too big a deal. Emma's heavy attack is really nice because it's going to give me more power and him less power when we're in the diamond form, so it just helps us to get to a special attack quicker while also not pushing him too high up in power. So we dex his special right here, go back in, throw another SP2, and we're going to do the relic first actually, and then he's going to go all the way down to 40%. We're definitely going at a very good speed here. So bait the SP1 actually, and then he throws it, we dex it, we go back in, and we're going to hit him in the block with a light attack to trigger another punishment, gain another prowess. I can get another one if I decide to parry. We'll see if I actually go for it. The relic ones are maxed, so I don't want to use a relic. I'm trying to bait this guy's special attack. If I counter it, hopefully he removes the relic punishment, but no, we remove another stun one, which is fine. It's a little bit difficult to actually repeat, just because he's getting his specials so fast, and we obviously want to bait those too. So anyway, he throws his SP2 here, and we're going to go back in and throw the SP2, and is it going to do enough damage? It's not, but he's at 3%, so I'm just going to bait a heavy attack, or not, or counter a special one works too, and then go for an SP1 of my own, and that is going to push him into the next phase, which actually I kind of like phase 3. I do kind of like removing the punishments rather than placing them. It's just a little bit harder because of the route, and that's really the only reason this is harder. Because I have to find removing the punishments easier than placing them, especially when I work in reverse order. I ate a heavy attack there because I messed up, but that's okay. I'm trying to go for an intercept, eat another heavy attack, so now I'm already below half health. My diamond form went away, so I didn't have that nice tankiness anymore. He throws his special attack, we dex it, and we're going to go for a special attack of my own pretty soon. Made sure my striker opening landed, and then throw my special. He's down to 79, so we bait this guy's SP2. Actually, I'll remove one of his punishments by hitting his block first. So we're slowly getting rid of all those. Definitely want to get as many prowess as possible. Being rooted here isn't too bad as long as I know the decks, which I've taken this fight a lot, so I do know the decks pretty well. And we're going to go back in, punish him just like that, go for a relic, remove another one of his punishments. Heavy attack, give me more power, give him less. Really nice. We relinquish. No, we don't. I think I might have been a little slow on that or something. We dex the heavy attack perfectly, and then we're going to throw the SP2, 126k, 295k. Really nice there. We don't actually get rooted on that one because of the concussion, which is really funny. So that caught me off guard a little bit, but I also was fine, so it wasn't too big a deal. So I honestly want to see if I can try to kill him before I lose all of his punishments, because then he's going to place them back, and I don't necessarily want him to do that. So we throw the SP2 here, and it's definitely not going to be enough. He's down to 7%. He throws an SP1, and I need to counter it. Then I'm going to go for a relic, maybe. No, I don't. Never mind. But he has all his punishments back, meaning this last 5% is a little bit annoying because he's going to fail a lot of my things, such as the striker opening like that. But also, we're doing fine. He's in the indestructible phase now, and we throw the SP1, and now I just want to back off, get that indestructible off of him, and then I just need to bait a heavy attack, and he's dead. I'm not risking a dex there. I know I'm taking a bunch of bleed damage. I just didn't want to mess up a solo because I died to this guy at 1% last time, and that was definitely a second attempt. So, yeah, that is Emma Frost soloing Glykhan. Again, top 5 fastest solos on the Speedrun website, which is really cool. And I hope you enjoyed seeing the video, and be ready for my big Emma showcase pretty soon. I'm really excited for that. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.